Most men assume that slowing down is unavoidable. Weaker mornings, cooler hands, less inner drive. But the truth is, your blood flow hasn't disappeared. It's simply gone dormant. I'm Dr. Liana Zoe, and today I'll guide you through a simple 5-minute method to reawaken your circulation, restore energy, and bring back that steady internal power. No pills. No gimmicks, just your breath, your body, and real science. Let's begin. Many men over 50 believe poor circulation is just part of getting older. Stiff fingers, cold feet, slower recovery, reduced performance, all assumed to be signs of the body breaking down. But that belief is wrong. Your circulatory system isn't a set of rusting pipes. It's living, adaptive tissue. Every second, your blood vessels expand and contract, responding to your breathing, your thoughts, your hormones, even your emotional state. When you're calm, they open. When you're stressed, they tighten. Simple, yet incredibly powerful. Inside each vessel lies a single layer of cells called the endothelium, a delicate yet intelligent lining that acts as your body's internal regulator. It releases nitric oxide, a microscopic gas that signals your arteries and capillaries to relax, widen, and allow blood to move freely. When nitric oxide levels are strong, circulation thrives. Oxygen flows easily to your muscles, your mind stays sharp, and your heart doesn't have to strain with every beat. Over time, though, this system becomes disrupted. Chronic stress, poor sleep, processed foods, long periods of sitting, all reduce nitric oxide production. Combine that with declining testosterone and shallow breathing that limits oxygen intake, and your vessels gradually lose flexibility. They become slow to respond, remaining partially constricted most of the day. This doesn't always show up as pain or illness right away. Instead, it appears quietly. Cold hands, tingling feet, mental fog after meals, and for many men, reduced circulation in the lower body, affecting energy, confidence, and intimacy. The good news is this process isn't permanent. Those same vessels can be trained to open again. Endothelial cells respond to movement, breathing, hydration, and gentle vascular stimulation. When you send the correct biological signals, nitric oxide increases, vessel walls soften, and blood begins to flow smoothly once more. That's exactly what the 5-minute vascular reset is designed to do. It retrains your arteries and capillaries to function the way they did decades ago, flexible, responsive, and alive, restoring the natural rhythm of oxygen, nitric oxide, and nerve balance that fuels true male vitality. Now that you understand how circulation truly works, it's time to apply it. I call this process the 5-minute vascular reset, a short focused sequence that retrains your arteries to open, strengthens blood flow, and reactivates the flexibility you once had naturally. This protocol has 3 essential components, each targeting a different layer of your vascular system. First, breathing for calm and nitric oxide production. This resets your nervous system and boosts the molecule that tells your vessels to relax. Second, muscle activation for blood release. This pumps fresh, oxygen-rich blood into tissues that have been deprived. Third, movement for pressure and flow. This uses mechanical shifts to gently massage your arteries from the inside. Together, these elements work in sync. They open vessels, calm the nervous system, and restore the rhythmic flow your body once performed automatically. When done correctly, you're effectively reprogramming your vascular network to behave as it did in your 20s, flexible, responsive, and energized. Let's go step by step. Step 1. The breathing trigger for nitric oxide activation. Find a quiet place where you can sit or stand comfortably. Keep your spine tall and shoulders relaxed. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds, allowing your belly to expand first, then your chest. Feel your diaphragm drop as your lungs fill completely. Hold that breath for 7 seconds, and during the hold, hum softly in your throat, a low, steady vibration like a quiet meme sound. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds, letting your body soften with each count. This timing isn't random. It engages the vagus nerve, lowers cortisol, and significantly increases nitric oxide production in your nasal passages and blood vessel walls. That gentle humming may seem simple, but it's remarkably powerful. Research shows it can raise nitric oxide levels 10 to 15 times higher than silent breathing. Nitric oxide is your body's natural vasodilator. It relaxes arterial muscle, widens vessels, and allows oxygen and nutrients to reach your cells efficiently. It's like switching from tension and restriction to calm and openness. Repeat this cycle 5 times. Within about 90 seconds, your heart rate slows, your mind settles, and you'll notice a subtle warmth spreading through your chest and arms. That's your circulation activating, your body reopening its internal pathways from the inside out. 5 slow breaths. 1 powerful reset. Step 2, the muscle pump for reactive circulation. With your vessels primed, it's time to move blood through the system. We'll use isometric contractions, tightening muscles without movement, to create internal pressure shifts that trigger strong rebound flow. Think of squeezing a sponge. When you contract, blood is pushed out. When you release, fresh oxygen-rich blood rushes back in. This rebound effect, known as reactive hyperemia, is one of the most effective ways to naturally train circulation. We'll focus on 3 key muscle groups: the glutes, inner thighs, and lower abdomen, because together they support pelvic and vascular health. First, the glutes. Squeeze your buttocks firmly for 15 seconds while breathing normally, then release fully. You'll feel warmth spread across your hips and lower back as blood returns forcefully. Next, the inner thighs. Press your knees together tightly, as if holding an object between them. Hold for 15 seconds, then relax. Tingling is a sign circulation is reactivating dormant pathways. Finally, the lower abdomen. Gently draw your belly button toward your spine, engaging your lower core and pelvic floor. Hold for 15 seconds, then release. Each release sends a fresh wave of blood through the pelvic region, an area that commonly loses responsiveness with age. 1 full round takes about 90 seconds, yet it's one of the most effective ways to restore warmth, tone, and energy where it matters most. When combined with the breathing technique, the effects multiply. Oxygen and nitric oxide work together to recharge your entire system. Step 3, the flow movement, dynamic pressure shift. Now it's time to turn that inner activation into movement. This final phase uses gentle, dynamic motion to create rhythmic pressure changes, acting like an internal massage for your arteries and organs. Stand upright with your feet shoulder-width apart and your knees slightly bent. Keep your chest open and your breathing steady. First, pelvic tilts. Slowly tilt your hips forward, allowing a slight arch in your lower back, then tilt them backward to flatten it. Move with control for 10 repetitions. Each tilt pushes blood through the pelvic region and lower spine, loosening tight connective tissue and refreshing deep circulation. Second, hip circles. Rest your hands on your hips and rotate them in large, smooth circles. 5 rotations in one direction, then 5 in the other. This movement increases flexibility in the hips and lower back, both essential for healthy vascular flow. It also stimulates the lymphatic system, helping clear metabolic waste from the tissues. Third, half squats. Lower your body as if sitting back into an invisible chair. Pause for 3 seconds at the bottom, then rise slowly. Repeat this 5 times. Each repetition compresses and releases the veins in your legs and pelvis, helping blood travel upward more efficiently toward the heart. By the end of this sequence, you'll notice your body feels lighter, your mind clearer, and a steady grounded warmth spreading through your lower body. But real physiological change, improved blood thickness, better oxygen delivery, and increased endothelial flexibility, all from 5 minutes of intentional breathing, tension, and flow. Step 4 is mental focus. To complete the reset, gently close your eyes and breathe deeply. Visualize your blood as warm, glowing red gold light moving effortlessly through open pathways, from your heart to your hands, from your chest into your core, from your pelvis down through your legs. See every vessel wide, relaxed, and alive with motion. This isn't imagination, it's biofeedback. Thermal imaging studies show that focused visualization can measurably increase blood flow to targeted areas. So picture warmth, picture vitality. Your body follows the image your mind creates because your nervous and vascular systems respond to the same signals. This protocol works best when practiced once daily with consistency, ideally in the morning before eating or physical activity. Morning sessions are especially effective because your hormones, circulation, and nervous system are naturally transitioning from rest to alertness. When you pair that biological shift with this vascular reset, you amplify your body's natural rise into clarity and energy. Always perform it on an empty stomach. When digestion isn't competing for blood supply, circulation can flow freely to your heart, brain, and lower body. Every breath, contraction, and pressure change becomes more efficient, delivering oxygen exactly where it's needed. Think of it as clearing the road before traffic begins. No congestion, no interference, just smooth flow. You can also use this routine before intimacy or training. The circulation boost and nitric oxide release last for several hours, keeping